Hey guys, is this on? Yeah, I think it's on. Hey guys, welcome to game 3 of the arena. Still going with the priest. Surprised my deck is doing that well. Even without, a lot of the big cards. It's just a matter of getting good value cards no matter what. That's what I think while I was playing, what we determined was like the cause of the success of those two games. Also, maybe the first game wasn't like that exciting. That game was definitely pretty tough. But it's just a matter of getting good value for whatever you are taking. Anytime you want a card, you want that card to be useful. So, do I mulligan here? Not that excited to see the Taunter. Do I confirm? I take the Farseer away too, because there's not going to be much healing in the beginning of the game. Or so I think. And I end up getting 2 Tauren Warriors. So I think I go for a turn 2 Knife Juggler, or do I? I do. It's a turn 1 Knife Juggler. So that's pretty scary. Nobody likes seeing a turn 1 Knife Juggler. Every time I play a minion, it's gonna ping one to a random enemy. And he plays a Swampu, so he plays a very aggressive, an equally aggressive card in terms of power and toughness. And I ended up using my Pain here. Don't know if that was the right decision. There's probably later decisions I'm going to be like, wow, I need Shadow Word Pain. But I wanted to keep out the early aggression. I wanted to keep my Knife Juggler. And I had nothing else to play. So I just figured, you know what, let's go for it. Let's see what happens. I mean, I do have follow-up plays. So he plays a Loot Hoarder. And I'm just like, alright, am I going to kill this with the Knife Juggler? I think out of mind control, I'm very happy about that. I play the Tauren Warrior, and it pings the Loot Hoarder. Worked out so wonderfully for me. I hit for 3. I've now dealt a total of 6 damage with the Knife Juggler to the opponent, as well as 1 to a minion, and killed it. Then he plays the Shield Master. And here I make an error. This is the first point that I really hate. I end up using my Mind Vision. I should have just played the Light Spawn. And I end up getting a Nightblade out of it. It was such a terrible Mind Vision, such a terrible play. I wasn't really paying attention to the board. I don't really know what I was doing. I should have played the Light Spawn. I would have had a 5/5 out. He ends up, I think, being able to deal with it anyway. But yeah, I can't really attack here. I mean, I can, but I would lose both of what I have, so it doesn't seem that worth it. But I forget. I really should have done it because he's a priest, and he can just heal his Shield Master, so it's not very advantageous at all, because basically the same exact thing would have happened. I lost both my creatures, both my minions, but he keeps his Shield Master with full health, and only used 1 card, and it was like a weak one. But if you think about it, not if you think about it, but if I played the Light Spawn, would have Unholy Smited and attacked. If I played the Light Spawn and then attacked into the Shield Master, with both my cards, I would have had this 5/5 out. He would have shield breakered. It would have been a 0/5 against a 4/3. And I'm not even counting what I would have played the last turn, which might have been a Nightblade. So I might have had the 4/4 out, been able to deal with the Spellbreaker, and at this point, nothing would be on the field except for these 2 creatures on my side. He wouldn't have had any of his. So I misplayed really hard. The fact that my board would be the same and his would have no creatures is huge. I would have 3 cards in my hand instead of 4. But, I'm pretty sure I lose this game very hard. And he seems to have an answer for everything I do at this point after my misplay. He's able to pump his card just out of range of me killing it. He had the silence. There's just a lot, and I'm just like, I gotta dig. I gotta dig. And I just get Yeti, and I'm just like, ugh, what am I gonna do? So I need to dig some more, so I play the Acolyte. And he, at this point, is just like, what am I doing? Like, I don't need to deal with his cards, really. And I don't really blame him. I would probably have played this, like, a lot slower. I think I just would have attacked, like, the 5/3 against the 0/4, maybe. Definitely the 3/3 on the Acolyte of Pain. Maybe just attack directly with the 3/5, left me with the 2/4. and of course he can heal. So what you gonna do? Dark Iron Dwarf. Yep. So he ends up just being super aggressive. And he heals at the full. So there is like not very much I can do at all at this point. I have the mind control, and it's pretty much, I think, the only good move I can make, because I'm at 14. I don't have a taunter. I have no cards to dig for a taunter. I don't really have a choice. So I take that, and I can't attack with it because mind control stops me from being able to attack. I was pretty shocked at this point, actually. I figured I was just going to attack like his 4/4 or something, and maybe run both my cards into his 3/3, and that way he hits 5/4 and I'd have this taunter with 1 health. But I don't even get, actually I don't know, I couldn't have killed it. But yeah. So the Acolyte of Pain is really what I could have digged for earlier, but with the 8 mana, it would be too risky to Thought Steal, so I probably would have mind controlled anyway. The most defensive thing I could have done was play a Voodoo Doctor to heal 2. You know, that wouldn't have done anything. And he mind controls it back, and I just I think I concede. No? Let him kill me? Oh, I decided to wait a turn because I didn't actually lose. So I'm like, alright, what can I do? I Thought Steal, and I get like nothing. So you know, well played. I say well played. It was really just a huge misplay on my part, and all it takes is 1. I actually played a game earlier where I was Druid, and I think I was playing against, I don't remember, but the play I ended up doing was I misplayed and ended up not using my coin to Wild Growth. I didn't realize I had a Wild Growth in my hand, and I ended up not using Wild Growth on my first turn. And as much as that seems like that's not a misplay, I ended up losing the game because of that. Every single turn I was like playing into his tempo and always a turn behind. I could never play the cards that I needed to play at the time, and if I had played, I don't have it recorded. I might have it recorded, but I don't think so. Really, it just came down to the fact that I didn't have that mana, and if I had just coined into Wild Growth appropriately on the first turn, I almost definitely would have won that game. I got to see like all his plays. I would have been a turn ahead. He would have been playing into my tempo. And I just would have won. So misplays, they hurt. They really hurt. So 2-1, on to game 4.